Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I am at Wycliffe, Illinois, which is just a little ways south of Cairo. And I've come across on the highway here a scenic overlook, and it's one of the very few scenic overlooks I found in this entire trip so far. And it's got a nice scenic overlook. Let me show you what it looks like. It's a little park they built here, and they have a couple memorials, and there is the Mississippi River. And going up right into there is Cairo, which is the city on a peninsula. And also on this scenic overlook we have a huge cross. So let's go see what that says. They're calling this the Fort Jefferson Cross at the Confluence. And the Confluence is over here, where you have the Mississippi River on the left and the Ohio River on the right, where the Ohio River is merging into the Mississippi. And that is a point of curiosity for me. These two rivers just meet at the same point going south, and they appear to be pretty much equal in size. But the river south here is the Mississippi. It's not the Ohio. Why not? Why isn't it the Ohio River? Or why isn't it the Mississippi Ohio River or something like that? At some point somebody decided that it's going to be the Mississippi all the way, no matter what rivers merge together. I wonder if it was just one guy, or if it was a group of people who voted on it, or what. Because they could have said, okay, those two rivers are ending there, and now we have a new river here with a new name. But no, they decided to stay with the Mississippi. Now about this memorial, Fort Jefferson, they have a memorial wall here. You see all those names on it. And then below the cross, all of these bricks have memorials on them. I haven't looked it up. I don't know what the significance of these people are to it, but let's look at the cross. From the bottom here, there have been a few cities across the country where they have memorials like this with crosses, and it's created a big fuss over people who don't like the cross associated with a war memorial or whatever it is. I wonder if this one has gone through a lot of scrutiny and arguments. Well, here's the story about it. If you can read this. And this shows the building of the cross. The other side of that board has some more information here. Well, now I'm going to go into Cairo and see what kind of scenes I can show you from there. There's a shadow of the cross here on the lawn. All right, I'm taking off. I am now at Fort Defiance State Park, which is right at the point of confluence of the two rivers, and they have this platform that you can walk up to. This is the very tip of the peninsula, so you can see off to the left here the Ohio River, and off to the right the Mississippi. And the reason why I said what I did before about the name is that these two rivers just meet at this point. It's not really that the Ohio is running into the Mississippi. They are just meeting like pretty much equal rivers at this point. This is a nice park they have built here, although there's really nothing here other than the lawn and the trees and this overlook, and then there's a concrete slab there, but otherwise there's really no facilities. There's the bridge over the Ohio, and right here are several of these. I was trying to figure out if they're barges or if they're just permanent platforms, and what all that is, I don't know. Some type of operation going on here. Storage? Don't know. This is right at the edge of the Ohio. There's really no flood protection here, but then there's not much to protect either. So the Mississippi, coming from there, continues down that way. Here's another scenic overlook a little ways north of Cairo. It's not up on a hill, but it's really close to the water, so it gives you a good lower level view of it here, although there's a lot of bushes and trees. Here's a sign at the scenic overlook. It tells about steamboats on the Mississippi. And you know what? Just before I got to Cairo, the city before it, a guy I was talking to told me that Cairo is not a friendly city. And he said it's kind of a dangerous place to be at night. And when I was driving through this morning, I noticed that half the buildings are abandoned. He said it used to be a nice place, but now it's just really run down, and I guess the kids there are causing a lot of trouble. Well, now moving on to Cape Girardeau. This is crossing the Mississippi River going into Cape Girardeau. This is the flood wall in downtown Cape Girardeau, and this is what they call the Wall of Fame, where they painted these murals along the flood wall. And Cape Girardeau, as you may know, is the boyhood home of Rush Limbaugh. The others here, I don't think, have any connection to Cape Girardeau. They're just commonly known famous people. This is called the Missouri Wall of Fame. Walter Cronkite, Phil Garagiola, Marlon Perkins. Here's some sports stars and a few movie stars. And then further down are more paintings. They also have these plaques that tell about each person. And there's the one on Rush. There is the bridge that I drove across. And this is the Mississippi River going up towards St. Louis, which I am as well now. It's really quite a striking bridge with these twin towers like that. I could probably get a better shot of the bridge somewhere, but this is on a observation platform that is designed for observing the bridge. This train was coming to the right, and then it backed up, and now it stopped. See what's on the other side of the river. Just trees, I think. Well, this is actually a much better view of the bridge, showing both towers. Well, folks, I'm leaving Cape Girardeau and I'm on my way to St. Louis. So stay tuned to see what I have to video there for you. Good day, folks.